of video gamers cannot log on to the PlayStation Network, but there's more to the story here.
Yeah, sure is. Sony announced that someone has hacked into their PlayStation database and stole a long list of users' personal information. 5 Eyewitness News reporter Tim Cherno's here with this consumer alert tonight. Tim?
Well, Bill, Sony says 59 million people use the PlayStation Network. Now, unlike Xbox, PlayStation's network is free to use, but if you upgrade or buy online, you have to fork over that credit card and personal information. Well, now Sony says someone got around their security and got away with that information. Tony Green is a gamer.
I'm heavily and actively involved in video gaming.
He plays for hours every week.
20 plus, 30 plus.
But this is what he sees if he tries to log on now.
Pops up and says, you cannot log into the PlayStation Network.
And the network kept not working.
About 24 hours, about a day. And I was like, hey, what's going on?
This is what's going on. After days of silence, Sony announced that it had suffered an unauthorized intrusion. It had been hacked. Worse, the unauthorized person obtained a long list of personal information, including users' names, addresses, email addresses, dates of birth, and says, Sony, we cannot rule out the possibility that credit card numbers are on that list.
I willingly gave them my credit card information.
So did others, millions of others, without a worry.
No, I trusted Sony completely.
Of course a compromised credit card is bad, but let's back up to the list of compromised information. This list is a wish list for identity theft.
You've got me. You've got me. They've got my phone number. They've got my address. They've got my email address. They've got my name. They've got everything they need.
Having his ID stolen isn't fun in games now. It's a real worry.
And that's my biggest fear right now.
But believe it or not, there's more. If you have a sub-account for your kids, their address and other personal information is also at risk. The company says watch for problems, and you may want to consider putting a fraud alert on your accounts. Live in the studio, Tim Cherno, 5 Eyewitness News.